Welcome to the Town Square Podcast, where local advocates for a better Newton County bring their different perspectives to the messy middle to have a conversation where our aim is...
Okay, you put me on the spot. I got it right the first. Unity over uniformity. That's it.
That's what we're about.
It's been a minute since we've been able to do this. I got to get it branded back in my brain, man. Yeah.
Well, we have a fantastic conversation in line today with...
Absolutely.
We've brought in Michelle Norrington and Michelle Banks.
Monica Banks.
Doggone it. Did I say Michelle twice?
Yep.
All right.
That's okay.
Michelle Norrington and Monica Banks with Building Stronger Futures. BSF, Building Stronger Futures, which you guys have your shirts on today.
They
Thank you for that.
Looking sharp.
I love the green.
Nice. Talk about uniformity. They are they're in character, man. I love it.
And we asked you guys to come on because at the most recent Chamber of Commerce annual meeting / awards dinner, you guys received quite an honor being the 2026 Organization of the Year.
That's awesome.
And so we just want more people.
I got to clap it up for that, man. I got to.
We want more people to know what it is you do, right?
Absolutely.
Like we had someone in the studio a few minutes ago. We were asking about, have you heard of Building Strong Futures? And she was like, no, I haven't. I'm like, well, that's the problem. We got to get more people to know.
Got to get them to know
about the work that you guys do. This episode of the Town Square Podcast is brought to you by Luther Rice College and Seminary. A community's well-being often reflects the spiritual health of its people. That's why a local Christian college like Luther Rice is a critical voice in our time and culture.
You're absolutely right, Trey. And for me, this is more than just an ad read because I'm actually a Luther Rice alumnus. So my degree there helped prepare me not only for ministry, but also for engaging with the community in meaningful ways.
Yeah, same here. I trusted Luther Rice for my education too, and I can tell you firsthand, they're committed to shaping leaders who impact the church, the marketplace, and the world.
Absolutely. So listen, whether you're a high school student looking for a biblically based dual enrollment option, an adult learner wanting to deepen your biblical knowledge, or a working professional looking for development to impact your workplace, Luther Rice is a trusted option for continuing your education from a Christian worldview.
Yes, every program is 100% online and designed for your unique calling, from dual enrollment and undergraduate degrees to certificate programs and doctorate-level study. They have options for the entire community that are biblical, affordable, accredited, and completely online.
All right, so here's the call to action. Take your next step toward your calling. Visit lutherrice.edu to learn more. Again, that's lutherrice.edu.
So, but before we jump in, before Building Strong Futures, who are you? Who is Monica and Michelle?
Devoted mom.
Okay.
Grandma.
Sister.
Great grandma.
I love it.
Wife. I enjoy, my profession is event planning.
Okay.
Awesome.
And I love interior design.
All right.
So anything decorating, I enjoy.
Yeah. So what do you do for fun when you're not working on those things? Because that sounds kind of fun.
Just hanging out with friends.
Okay. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Are y'all from this area originally, or?
Monica is.
Okay.
I am from Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yes.
One of my favorite cities.
Yes.
When I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, up in the Midwest. And before I moved to Atlanta, I was like, I want to move to Chicago, but I don't like the winter. I want to get somewhere where it's warm.
I don't like the winter either.
Yeah.
But I am from Chicago. I was born in Florida, but I've been in Chicago since I was like 2.
Wow.
So that's home. I met my husband on the phone.
Really?
Yes, I was his service rep at the company I work for in Chicago. We met over the phone, started talking on the phone, got married in 4 months, and we've been married 32 years.
Hey, congratulations.
That is an amazing... Listen, that story in and of itself is podcast worthy. That's amazing.
They built a strong future.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, so his only stipulation was, I'm not living in Chicago. So that meant I had to move here.
Okay.
And my husband is pastor of Union Grove United Methodist Church right around the corner.
Wonderful. That's your husband?
That's my husband.
What?
You got things are connected for you right now.
Say again?
You know Pastor Norrington?
Yes, I pastor James Paschal Baptist Church right next door.
Okay, well, that's my husband. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's how me and Monica met.
Okay.
We met at church.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
That is amazing.
How is Union Grove doing?
It's doing good.
Okay.
It's doing good. I'm active, but I'm not as active
Okay.
at church anymore.
Right.
My kids are adults now,
Ah,
and my grandkids are adults now. So it's time for the younger generation
right.
to get out there and do stuff at church.
I know
So
that's right.
I'm more of a I still hang out with the young kids. I think I gravitate more to the younger
Mm-hmm.
kids at
That's
church.
good.
So I let the adults do the adulting.
Come on. I know that's right. You sound like my wife. She's the same way. She's like, let them do
I
that.
let them do
Let me
it.
stay with the young
We've
ones.
had our
Yeah.
time out there. Monica and I, we did the dance team.
Right.
Yeah.
What else we do? We did quite a few things there together. So yeah, it's time for some younger people to get up there and do
That's
it.
so awesome.
That's good.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, man. So is that? So where does the Building Strong Futures? Where does that birth from? Like, where does this idea come from?
It came from church.
Did it? That's what I was wondering.
Yep.
Okay, so the way it started is my daughter at the time was 17. She was 16. She was going to be a junior. And I was looking at some of her activities and things she was doing. So we started out actually as Building Strong Women.
Okay.
And I was like, if my daughter's acting like that, I wonder how the other girls are acting. So I talked to Monica, and she's like, that's great. And that's how we decided to do girls leadership etiquette classes and a cotillion. So we
Okay.
started that in 2002.
Love it.
This has been going since 2002 and 3.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's about 3. Yeah, because
Yeah.
my daughter was, I think she was the youngest.
She was the youngest,
Out
and
of the
that's how we
bunch.
judged or gauged the kids,
Kids.
the girls that we were going to get.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Her daughter was the youngest. Mine was the oldest, so we kept everybody else in the middle. And we
Yeah.
started at church. It was just girls at the church.
Uh-huh.
And after that, we decided the next
open
year
it up.
that we wanted to do more girls in the Newton County area.
Mm-hmm.
And so we invited other churches and in the area, and they came in, and we built a pretty good cotillion. We had a cotillion once a year.
That's
We had
awesome.
etiquette classes.
Yeah.
Pretty much the premise of what we do now, but only for girls.
Only for girls,
Okay.
yes.
And then in 2015,
Yeah.
I think it was, we
We
decided to
rebranded.
rebrand and include young men,
Oh, wonderful.
boys and girls.
'Cause
And that's
during
when we became Building Strong Futures.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because during that time, you would hear, the moms of those boys saying, when are you going to include our sons? And when are you going to do something for them?
Yeah.
And so we started to see a decline in enrollment with Building Strong Women and saw the need of, the college tours and stuff like that, because it was really nothing in the community that or an organization that was doing something like that.
Yeah.
And so we saw the opportunity to, like Michelle said, to rebrand, and that's how we formed Building Strong Futures to include both the girls and boys.
Absolutely. And that actually kind of segues into the question I wanted to ask, like, what were y'all seeing in teenagers, girls and boys? What were you seeing that made y'all say, hey, we got to do something. We got to start something to reach these individuals?
I was seeing, and like, I can only go by from my kids and what drove us to do was looking at my daughter and not knowing what to do, not knowing where to go. She didn't know to the last minute what school and just things like that. And the etiquette part, as far as what to say, how to say it,
Right.
how you carry yourself,
Yeah.
what to wear. And believe it or not, my daughter is 41 this year.
Wow.
And she still will come back and say, Miss Monica said you don't do that. Because Monica taught
Yes.
the
What to and what not
to and
to
what
wear.
not to wear.
Okay.
And I'll have on something and she'll say,
Miss Monica.
Miss Monica said.
Don't you let Miss Monica see you wearing that.
I was like, okay. So
I love it.
that's what I saw.
Yeah, it was a combination of things.
And we wanted to do, as we said, we were over the dance team. And so we had a group of girls there. And we wanted them to know the difference, just how to carry yourself. A lot of kids don't know how to carry yourself. You don't know what to eat, how to eat, which fork to use, because we had classes for all of that and they needed it. So.
Yeah. And it's something that certainly was a void, right?
Yeah.
It's like, this is why is there such a large population of folks who don't know these things?
Right.
Because cotillion is like, you just said a word that we probably need to explain to people, right? I mean, how many people watch that probably have no idea what cotillion?
Some folks don't. It just depends on where you come from. You know, folks do know, some don't.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, that was big for, in our church circles in Midwest where I come from.
Right.
Cotillion?
Cotillions,
And
botillions. Yep,
exactly.
yeah,
When I
yep.
came through high school in Chicago, it was automatic.
Yeah.
It's something that you did.
Yep, yep.
And
Almost like a rite of passage.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
growing up,
and it could be
Yeah.
very expensive. And our goal was always to make it affordable for kids who
That's good.
may not have an opportunity to go and do a fraternity or sororities cotillion
Right.
or now botillion for boys.
Right.
So we wanted our kids, people in our community, to be able to afford it if they wanted to do it.
Right,
So
right. Did y'all have, like, when you first got started, I mean, it's one thing when you see a need for something and then you try to start doing it. Was it an immediate response to it, or did you guys have to fight a little bit to get some credibility or to get some traction, or was it?
It was immediate.
Was
Yeah,
it?
it was pretty
Yeah.
immediate because,
Yeah.
like, I'm from, this area.
Okay.
And so, Covington is small.
Yes,
And back
yeah.
then it was even smaller.
Yes.
And so, everybody knew everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you, build relationships in the community, then they will come. And so, having and knowing people in the community, it was easy to get started because then people trust.
Right.
And so, so it was pretty much immediate.
Yeah, it was immediate. And it was so immediate that we was like, okay, we need to get a business. We need to incorporate.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We took those steps because we wanted people to take us seriously.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't take people seriously unless you are government certified.
Sure.
So we got our 501c3. We've always been blessed with great board members.
That's
Yes.
awesome.
So our first group of board members, one of our board members wrote our paperwork for our 501c3. We went, and this was coming out of our pocket. It's like,
Right.
Monica, I got 150, you got 150. Let's go do this. And and that's honest. That's what we did.
That's
and
right.
we went out there, we got incorporated, we got our 501c3, and we just pushed and we hit that grind to get what we needed to go further.
Yeah, and it wasn't to build a business; it was to build strong futures.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so when people hear that name, building strong futures, just give us what is that? What are you building? What are the futures? If it's not obvious to people who don't know the organization, what is it you're really doing?
What?
You
Like-
both are, it's in both of your heart.
It's-
Like, who's going to talk first?
I think I'm building not only the youth future, I'm building my future.
Oh.
I'm building something that I'll be able to be okay with when I'm older. And I have somebody that knows how to take care of me
Yeah.
and how to turn around
That's
and give
good.
the same thing that I gave
Right.
you back to
Right.
somebody
That's
younger.
good.
That's what I'm building.
I
That
like
that's
that.
what I think of.
Generation of
Just generation
tomorrow.
of generation of
Yep.
I
generation
like that.
of you're pulling somebody up. You're giving them an opportunity. You're helping them. Our thing is we don't take a salary. We don't pay a salary. You do this out of love.
Yeah.
So everything we do is going right back into the organization, into those kids.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
So-
That's
So,
wonderful.
yeah. What she said, I definitely
Said
agree.
ditto.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so important today.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too. I love that. You said you're building for your future. We always joke. Me and my wife always joke about our son, our daughters. We got to treat them right, so they'll treat us right when we get older. But you're building quality young people that will be able to take these roles
Right,
as
because they
grow.
learn from example.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
So, for just what I gathered on the website, the enrichment model, you guys do leadership training, career workshop, and then this annual regional college tour.
Yes.
So, are all three of those still strong facets of what the organization does?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Start out with the
workshop.
With the workshop. Once enrollment is complete, and then we move into the workshop. Then the tour. And so basically the workshop, we solicit local professionals or, teachers in the community that can come in and volunteer their time depending on, the courses that we select. And so we as a board come together and determine which classes we're going to offer. Sometimes we do a repeat, but most of the time, we try to bring in something different, but it's generally the same. And then during that time, we also, work behind the scenes on the actual college tour. And, that changes from year to year. Because we try to do something different. We have had it gone back to a state that we've gone to before, like we did a repeat of Louisiana. And so yeah. So that's what that looks like.
So what are the workshops? Like what are some of the things that you...
So we usually start out with...
we have a parent class.
So we start out with the information session.
Information so that the parents and the kids come in together and we can sit down, let them know where we're going, what we expect, our expectations, what their kid can expect, and what's going on. So it's a parent info session. That's about an hour. Then this year we
move into finance.
We're having a finance and we're having a college.
We have a college.
We have a college.
Like a college prep.
Admissions. She's
someone to come in, and to kind of tell them what to expect on that level.
Absolutely.
I mean, on that side.
That is not easy work.
No, it is not.
Even as a parent, like I have 2 kids right now applying and did all that. That is tough to figure out.
Yeah, it is.
And if you're trying to get financial aid or anything, that's a whole nother bigger
Right.
That prep portion is really lengthy.
Right. And when we met her, she actually went to high school with my youngest son. She said that, she told us what she did, and she said, I'll be happy to come in and talk to the kids. I was like, sold. You're coming in to talk to the kids.
I love it.
And then we have, it's not what you wear. What is image class?
Okay.
We'll
It's
have
image class.
a man and a female from both versions. They're going to come in. And we always have... students,
a student panel
from previous people who have gone on the tour to come in and talk to the new students that are going.
That's great.
We'll have that.
Part of that giving back, right?
Exactly.
Like, you're teaching them early how to give back to. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and they're excited to come back as well, to give back.
I would imagine so. I used to, especially when I was growing up, I used to be around groups that, college tours are always a big thing. College tours. But y'all feel it necessary to also include the leadership development and the career prep as well. Why is that to y'all just as much a staple as just taking them on the college tour? Why the career piece? Why the leadership piece?
I think it kind of go hand in hand.
And you don't want them to get to college and burn out because they don't know.
Yeah.
So you want to teach them, show them this is what you need to know so that when you actually go there and see it, it can resonate. Because they're not that far apart. They're like, we're having the workshop the end of April. You're going to college tour the first week of June. Okay. So all that is still fresh in their mind as to what they need to look for.
Yes.
We can tell them, bring an unofficial transcript. If you think you might want to go to the school, go ahead and do this, do that. If you think you're going to try out for sports, if you contact the coach, then we'll make sure you get there to talk to the coach. If you want to do band, and we've done that. Made sure students got to talk to those people while we're at that university.
Wow.
So this year we're going to Alabama, and we're doing 2 PWIs and 2 HBCUs.
Yeah.
Now, just for our anytime in the education world, we use acronyms that people may or may not understand. Now, and my confession to you is I've known HBCU for a long time. That's historically black college and university. But I was not familiar with what PWI was. Listen, me and Mr. Keela Henderson Baker, we were talking, she threw that acronym out and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. She goes, you don't know what I'm talking about. She said, you probably went to one.
Yeah.
So it's predominantly white institution.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, but you guys visit both, right?
Yes.
And I'm assuming the majority of your students are African American, is that right?
Yes.
But you visit both, and so what's the explanation for that?
Well,
what do you think?
We want them to be exposed to both because we don't know what path they're going to choose, and to give them that experience to see, because each campus is different. Each offering is different. And so we want to give them that exposure to be able to see it and then make that decision based on what they were able to get when they were there during those visits.
I got you.
Yeah.
Now, you guys, you're going to play favorites for a minute, okay? Let's play favorites. What's your favorite college to visit when you take students? What's your favorite one?
Well, I think my favorite one was Hampton because it's there right off the water.
Oh, yeah. Hampton, yeah.
It was just absolutely beautiful, kind of like tucked in the community there. And then I really enjoyed Duke's campus, and it was really a little bit more enjoyable because we just happened to be walking across the campus, and the dean saw us because we always have on a colored shirt, for each day, and we had those blue shirts on, and he came out of the office and talked to our students. So he took the time to do that. The dean,
Duke University,
yes, and he happened to be a Morehouse graduate.
Oh, okay. That's
and
dope.
So, yes, it was. And so we're favored a lot in those areas. Like when we were at Southern, or was it Dillard? It was Dillard.
In Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we take advantage of, those alumni that have gone to some of those schools, and we're going there. And so we solicit, help from them to say, hey, we're going to be here. Do you know? And so sometimes we are able to use connections there to make it even more enjoyable. Man. So, I think those were my two. What about
Hampton
you, Michelle?
and Duke. What do you got to pick a favorite. Come on. You can do it.
I'm trying to think.
She said, I love all of them. Xavier. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Xavier's a good one.
Like, oh my God, where have I been? My mind's going through all.
That's Louisiana?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
and we just came from there. We went there this year. We did Louisiana last year.
Okay.
So that's probably why it's first thing in my mind. But Xavier, I like that.
I know that y'all over the years have had students who, when you get on these big college campuses, and it's the first time they've been on a college campus. What is it like when you see a student, when you have a student never been on one of these college campuses before? You see the look on their face. What usually kind of shocks them and surprises them the most, do you think?
Usually, in all honesty, if it's a PWI, the size.
The size, but
the size. If it's an HBCU, it's the people that look like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the downside to them a lot of times is they look at the dorms.
They
went to Dillard's dorms, and they were like, ooh.
Some of the HBCU dorms and some PWIs,
they're getting better. They're getting better.
They are definitely improving. I remember I visited Jackson State when I was in college, and back then that's like 20-something years ago, and it's like, okay, all right. It was like the dorms a little murky around here, but I like like you said, I like seeing a lot of black students. I like coming from Nebraska. I wasn't a minority anymore, So that's I can see that.
What was it like walking onto the University of Nebraska in Lincoln?
Dude, it was just.
It's massive, right?
So I remember going on a college tour and getting off the bus and going through the main, and this was back then, it was like a 30,000 student campus. And I'm just like, wow, like I'd never seen anything like this before. Yeah. It really did take me like about half the trip to just kind of get acclimated to what I'm dealing with. So that was one of the reasons why I was really wanting to ask that question too, because I was like, well, I wonder if they were as wide-eyed as I was.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And we're always like, because we're always going to do something. We're going to do a video.
Yes.
Because we travel with a photographer and a videographer.
Oh, cool. That's
who's
awesome.
on our board. And so we're going to take a lot of pictures. We're going to do a lot of videos. And then we have Miss Toy, her daughter, who started with us, who's going to do a TikTok dance. So they understand stuff like that. And they really gravitate. They really like doing stuff like that.
They do.
That's so awesome.
They get you in on the dance sometimes?
Not me.
Huh? No. Come on.
No.
I mean, y'all love to dance. Y'all was part of the dance ministry.
But we didn't dance.
Let's make that clear.
Y'all just supervised. Yeah, I got you.
Don't you know we're good at supervising?
Absolutely.
I love it. When you give these students that kind of exposure beyond being wide-eyed and like, oh my gosh, how do you see it even give them more confidence maybe when they get back home, when they get back to their own high schools or whatever? How does that exposure give these students more confidence?
I think they become like mini leaders, actually, because they know how to guide and direct. And we've given them courses and we've given them information on, okay, you need to start getting ready for school now. You need to start taking these tests. You need to start filling these applications out.
Right.
Don't wait till January of your senior year.
Right.
To try to figure out where you're going to go.
That's good. Yep. That's good advice.
Yeah. So, and I think they do, and I think they pass that on to their friends.
Exactly.
Now, kids sign up for this, or the parent signs them up for this. Like, you're not taking kids that don't want to go, right? Like, you're not dragging people on the bus.
No.
Okay.
No.
But there are certainly probably some students who go, I don't know if college is for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it when you get that experience? Do they?
Well, most of our enrollment, so when we start enrollment, we usually start out with the ones that have already gone before. And so we push that email out. And then once they sign up, we give them that opportunity first. And once they sign up, then it basically becomes a word of mouth before we publish it.
I see.
And so after we publish it, most of the time we're usually full because, the ones that have gone the first time, they'll invite a friend.
Yeah.
And then, once we publish it, some of them we've had kids to sign up themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the
parents don't even know about it. So then we have to go back and say, hey, did they tell you need to pay?
Yeah. Right.
And not perfect, but an example of that is one of my coworkers, her grandson, Titus. You remember Titus went with us. You remember Titus went with us to New York. He was not sold on college.
Really?
He was not going to college. He just didn't want to hear about it. Next year, he's going to college to be a pharmacist.
Okay.
He got interested in college from starting on our college tour.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's gotten accepted into Ole Miss.
Oh.
And so he
be a rebel.
He is really focused on it now.
Wow.
He didn't think about that. A young man that went to Georgia Southern last year, he wanted to go into welding. Who knew that Georgia Southern has a welding class you can get a degree in? And they sold him on that, and he went there this year. This was his freshman year. Those are things that make you go like, oh, goosebumps.
And that happens often, too. Some of them have no idea.
Right.
But the minute they get to that campus, and see, it
that exposure
changes.
It's expanding their horizons.
Right. What can be.
Yeah.
Because right now, usually when we're taking some kids that are going to ninth grade, their scope is closed. They don't know what's out there. Atlanta may be the furthest place they've ever been.
Yeah.
Conyers may be the furthest place they've ever been. So you want to open it up and let them see that there are other things out there.
Yeah.
You never know. So
the exposure is important. And why we do what we do.
I was going to say, you like kind of goosebump moments when you're talking about their experience for the first time. Now that you're going to pharmacy school.
Going to Ole Miss.
This is why you do what you do, right? Yeah. This is the why.
Yeah. And then they'll come and say, Miss Michelle. I'm like, okay.
Well, all right, let's do a quick lightning round. No, don't think hard. Just both of you answer. Ready?
Okay.
I'm assuming an early morning meeting, you're going to have coffee or tea?
Oh, definitely coffee.
Coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Both of them.
How you drink it? You like
probably
sugar?
a little honey.
A little honey?
And a dab of cream. Just a dab.
Okay.
I want mostly cream.
Most
a bunch of sugar.
You like a little coffee with your cream and sugar.
My coffee is about the color of
There you go. Yeah.
Straight cream. I just want to make it tan.
There you go.
I think coffee's just a carry.
Yes.
A little bit of coffee with my cream.
If you could take students anywhere in the country, where would you take them on a college visit?
On a college visit, we have been trying to get to Texas, and I've been against it because it's so far. But I am sold on Texas because there's a lot there.
Yeah,
a bunch of schools.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Yeah,
I want to take them to California.
Oh,
only difference is there are no PWI, no HBCUs out there.
Okay, none.
No.
Huh.
No HBCUs.
Wow,
Maybe
I
just
never thought of that either, but I think you're right. I guess you're right.
Nothing as far west as Texas, I think.
Really?
It cuts off it. Yeah.
That's the only thing, but it probably would still be a dream for me to take them there.
Yeah.
That would be a trip.
Just the scenery.
You've been to New York, you said?
We did go to New
Where'd
York.
y'all go to? What school did you visit in New York? Do you remember?
We did
NYU.
Oh.
Columbia.
Columbia.
And at Columbia, we had a local student that graduated from Newton that was able to do our college tour.
Really?
Oh, wow.
hmm
Wow.
So to see someone, that came from, the same school that most of the kids currently attend, it was
That's pretty
really
cool.
good. Yeah.
Because Columbia's that's a different beast right there, man.
It's big.
It is.
And it's like Ivy League and New York, downtown New York,
Yep.
and whew,
Yeah, we went to the new school.
The new school.
the new
It's called the new
It's
school.
kind of like an art school.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
And we did. What was the name of the school?
What was the four?
Medgar
Medgar
Evers.
Medgar Evers.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Medgar
Yeah.
Evers.
Yeah.
Are
Thank
those
you.
the four?
Yeah, those are the four.
What a neat visit, man.
Yeah.
Just taking kids to
We
New
took
York.
them on the subway. They got to see a
Oh, I bet
Broadway
they-
play.
I bet they
Oh,
love
man.
that.
We took
I
them to
bet
the
they
Michael
love that.
Jackson play, so they
And we
loved
flew.
that. And we
Okay.
flew.
Was that some of them's first time flying?
It was.
It was.
It was first time for a lot.
Mm.
Subway,
That plane,
just
that
touring all
landing in
together.
New York.
Landing in
That's
New York a little
surreal.
rough, man.
But
Yeah.
I'm just talking about
It's beautiful.
if you can see,
but it's a
when you
little
land,
rough.
it is like you don't really understand New York until
it's-
you can see
It's
it.
beautiful. It's very
They
beautiful.
didn't understand the subway, but by the time they got through with New York, they were professional subway takers.
man.
They knew how to get on there, how to hold on, where to go, how to beat the door.
That's
Yeah,
I would try to use the app. That is so hard for you to figure out. And then
They
you
do,
go
yeah,
underground.
it's, yeah.
You lose
Yeah,
signal.
my daughter taught me that.
Oh,
I
man.
love that. I love that.
One word that defines this generation.
Creative.
Creative. Okay. Or no words. If there are no words, that's fine.
Indescribable.
Well,
No.
babies.
Oh, okay. They don't know what they don't know.
They don't.
That's right.
They're
Yeah, that's
babies.
true.
Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah.
the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last one. One word that defines your mission.
Oh, impactful.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have to agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
One word that describes our mission. Dedicated.
Mhm.
Mhm. Yeah.
Has
That
to
was-
because y'all have been doing this for a good while.
Mhm.
Did you? That came from the heart. Did you
They
see
did,
that?
absolutely.
Yeah.
They wasn't just like.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate what you do, no doubt, and that's why we wanted to have you on. On the website, you have a couple of testimonials that we were able to read, and I will probably mispronounce this name. What's Miss Norwood's?
Sequoia.
Sequoia.
Sequoia's.
Mhm.
So she talks about this full ride scholarship, business marketing major, AKA, I'm not supposed to do
Yeah.
Pinky, but I did, student advisory board. When you hear stories like that, what does that do for your heart?
Oh,
And
it makes us so proud.
Yeah. It does.
It really makes us proud.
And she's working on her master's, isn't she?
She's
Wow.
still
Yeah.
going.
Wow.
Yeah.
But she mentions you guys as like instrumental though in
Right.
this success, right?
Isn't Sequoia the one we picked up? Because your mom lived in South Atlanta.
No,
That wasn't
Sequoia's here.
Sequoia. Okay.
Yeah, she's here.
Wrong kid.
Yeah.
So many of them. We just,
Yeah.
just
Beautiful.
lose
Yeah,
track.
it's so many.
Just
But
lose
yeah.
track. Y'all
That
help
really
so many
makes us
people.
proud to see them,
Yeah.
moving on and doing such great things
Mm-hmm.
because that's what we want for them,
Mm-hmm.
and the sacrifice, I guess, to make sure that, they get the best,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the tour,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so they can make an informed decision about their future.
Yeah.
So you have
So-
one that talked about like the college experience and the scholarships and all that. We
Mhm.
read
Imani.
Imani, Lucky.
Imani.
She talked
Uh-huh.
more like almost like real life type stuff, like real world type stuff,
Mhm.
adulting, finance, citizenship, leadership. How good does it feel to see the balance? Like you've got one that's talking all kind of scholarship, but then you got one that's talking like real world, down to earth stuff. How important is that for y'all?
That's good. We're actually trying. Imani has always been like that,
Yes.
and she is
Mhm.
still. She's going to get her master's also.
Really?
She's here in Newton County. we had her come back. She spoke at our gala. To the people who had came out and gave her testimony about the things that we've been able to do for her. And every time she sees us, she's always willing to get out there. And she comes back and she talks to the new students and she tells them all the time about what you need to do, how to strive, what this can do for you.
Yeah.
And it's just really good to see something like that and know that you made a difference.
Right.
It might be a little difference, but she remembers that.
Yeah.
And it's because you exposed her to it. So it just makes you feel good.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. So you keep up with the students once they've left the program?
Absolutely.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah, we do. We give them an opportunity to give back as well.
That's good.
Case in point, three of our board members were past students that came from Building Strong Women. And they started with us when in Building Strong Women.
Now they're board members?
And now they're board members.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah.
How does that feel when you know you started something like that and they
It's like, girl, do that work.
Yes.
Come on.
I love it.
So you're saying you have working board members?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes, we do.
Our rule is you mention it, you carry it.
Right. Right.
That sounds like most church boards.
That's
don't it?
exactly.
Don't think we're
Exactly.
going to do it.
I know that's
what you
right.
say?
You want to? Okay, make it happen. I know that's
You got
right.
a
We'll give
suggestion?
you whatever you need. You
That
need
is-
an email, you need a
listen.
spreadsheet, gotcha.
That is my pastoral philosophy.
Yes.
You dream it up, you do it. I will
Yes.
support you,
Yes.
but you make it happen. I love that.
Mhm.
I love that. I love that. What do you feel like? I'm gonna see if we can make you cry here
Oh,
for
gosh.
a good cause. What's a story, a student story? You don't have to name any names if you don't want to. What is a student story that, if you think about it long enough, it still makes you emotional?
Okay.
Wanna
We
share
talked
yours?
about this
Yeah.
today.
Mhm.
We do have a student that he had a rough start. He started with us when we first started touring,
Mhm.
and he had a little rough start.
Mm.
And it's like, okay, we don't know about this,
Yeah.
but he's graduated from college, pre-law,
Oh.
gonna get his law degree,
Mhm.
started boxing classes, just comes out and talk. And when I'm telling you, every time I'm like, he's the one.
Yeah.
We need to talk to him and see if he wants to do
Mhm.
this,
Yeah.
because this is a passion for him. He likes to mentor too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Also another, and I don't know why I'm on the boys right now, but
I think it's the boys.
yeah. And then we have one that's at NCAT. And what got me is when he came back and he spoke to the students and he said, you all want to know what? These people in these white shirts up around this corner, that was the board members that's standing on the walls. That's who you need to look at.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
who you need to talk
Wow.
to, because these people have your best interests
It's
at
at heart.
heart.
Wow.
And we was like, hey, and
I
then when
love
we
it.
see them, we're always I know they're like, God, here they come again. Because it's what my grandson has been on the tour. He went to New York and now he's an engineer major at Kennesaw State. And the things I see him doing, the respect I see him giving, the things I know that he picked up from us, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah.
go boy.
Yeah.
You know, it really does get me. And I always tell people when I'm talking to people at work about it, I tell people all the time, when these kids come back and I'll walk down the street and they'll speak, I'm like, that baby knows me from somewhere. And I know it's from Building Strong Women, Building Strong Futures. They know me and they're still coming up saying, hey, Miss Michelle, it really gets me that I've made a difference.
Yeah.
We've made a difference.
Yeah.
Just a little bit that we've done, we've made a difference. And we may get tired, but it's like,
It's
wow.
rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impactful.
Yeah.
It is
Mhm.
impactful.
Very rewarding.
Let me put a dark cloud over everything right quick since everybody's in the fields. No, I'm kidding. But what do you see is the number one barrier for these kids?
Today, especially.
Yeah.
Because we know y'all been around enough to see things change and stuff ebb and flow. Today, what do you feel like is the biggest barrier for students now?
Finance is one big barrier
Mm-hmm.
because of the expense of everything now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Finance.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Even when you start talking about college, I mean,
It's-
it can be
it is.
overwhelming when you see the number,
Right.
what it's going to cost.
It's
Yeah,
finance, and I just don't see them knowing what we knew. We were more go-getters as far as finding out what we needed to do with school and getting set for what we needed for the future.
Yeah.
Didn't really need to depend on our parents that much because we sought out that information. And sometimes you just don't see that today, which is why we're doing what we're
Right.
doing, to let them know there is a sense of urgency in what you need to do to go further.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with the resources.
Do you feel like maybe to what you're speaking of? I mean, it's in the title of your organization, Building Strong Futures, but it feels like it's hard for kids not to see just in the now, right now. Like it's hard for them to see in the future. And I'm sure as when I was a 15-year-old boy, I wasn't thinking a whole lot about out in the future. But that's because my parents were probably telling me, here's what you're going to do. Like, here's what you're going to go do. But when you don't have that, like if you're missing that in your life, how do you get through to kids that there is a future out there, that there is something that they can aspire to outside of wherever they're at right this second?
And one of the things we do is we always tell kids, and when we have career workshops, we have different careers, not just people that have went to college, but we might have some entrepreneurs, tattoo artists. It doesn't matter. We tell kids all the time, college may not be for everybody, but find something that's for you.
Right.
You may want to go do a trade.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
Nothing wrong with that. If that's where you're pulled to, do that. But do something that you're going to want to do and something that's going to make you happy.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't seem like work.
Yeah.
So.
And it is within reach.
Right.
That's good.
You know, it's definitely within reach, you know, if you want to learn, you know, and take that next step.
Right.
I think it's why it's so, like, it's brilliant that you get just recent graduates of the program back into it to come speak.
Yeah.
Because that's somebody they're like just within a year or two difference.
Yes.
And go, oh, if they can do, I see.
Yes.
They're speaking a different language now that I didn't even know,
Exactly.
you know, that existed.
And they relate to it. Because when they look at me, they're like, okay, your mama, your grandma.
Right.
They want somebody that's closer to them that they can look to and see that, okay, they're just a couple of years, so I could do what they're doing.
Right.
I think it's brilliant.
That's important. Yeah, because if you see someone else, if you see them doing something that, you know, you can, you know, or want to, then you more than likely you'll say, you can feel, you know, I can do that.
Gives you the confidence and a person to talk to, right? Like some real life experience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you could change one thing about how you see people preparing teenagers for adulthood, what would that be?
Don't coddle.
Don't coddle.
That's good.
Yeah.
The world's not going to coddle you.
That's the good old school advice right there. I like it. No, that's good. I ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
There was a whole book called "Coddling of the American Mind."
Oh my gosh!
And it is about what kids go through today. A lot of even the social media stuff, like that's such a weird life that we didn't experience growing up. Right? We don't have that context.
We did not.
It's real life to them.
It is a digital age.
But if your kids are soft going into that, there's a lot, like cyberbullying is real.
It is.
You know,
You
people
cannot
just
be thin-skinned.
No.
You cannot. And it's interesting because I feel like kids are a little softer now than maybe back.
Mine,
yeah. You say yours or not. They try. They gravitate more to because even like I said, sometimes with my son, like why are you being hard? I'm not being hard on you. I'm
Right.
trying to help you understand what
Yeah.
you're going to deal with. And
Yeah.
you talk about people being hard on you. Wait till you get out here and
That's right.
workforce and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
always easy.
It's not.
Mhm.
And there's not always going to be somebody coming to bail you out and to
Right.
rescue
Right.
you,
Right.
So I love that advice.
Yeah.
I do.
Mhm.
I was just thinking about that. We were talking about that last night when I was having a conversation with my husband and son, and you know, I was thinking the same because they are, and I'm not sure, you know, how that came to be,
I don't know.
but it's different.
I
Mhm.
don't know. It's almost like I'm gonna sound real
Come on, old
old
man.
school with it when I say this, but I mean it's almost like we got so desirous to be their friend, which is, I mean, it's nothing wrong befriending your child. You want to like your child and love your child, but to the point where you let them get away with too much, and and you're not willing to be. You look at hardness as being a punishment when it's not. It's actually teaching them how to handle what's going to come.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, if you don't ride the bike and fall off and skin your knee, like if your
Right.
mom and daddy's holding the bike the whole time, you'll never learn how to
You'll
ride.
never learn how to ride it.
Like-
Everybody doesn't get a trophy.
Yeah.
No,
You're
that's
right.
right.
That
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
That too.
That's right.
Yeah, you
It's-
tried
it's
your
life.
hardest and you
Yes.
lost.
Yes.
That's what
It's
it
life.
is.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
yeah,
life.
yeah. It's
Mm.
that is.
Speaking
that's
of
good.
trophies, though,
Yeah, come on.
you
talk
guys
about
got a
it.
trophy.
Y'all got a trophy,
Yes.
and it wasn't a participation trophy either. This was a bona fide organization of the year.
Man.
You ain't sharing it with nobody. This is y'all. That's
what was that like?
Yeah.
What was
Oh,
it
that
like?
felt great. And, you know, to be, you know, given the award, you know, by, you know, the community,
Mhm.
mhm.
it's like, you know, to see that, you know, people are really watching and seeing and aware, you know, of what we're doing. So I was overly excited.
When they told us they
Yeah.
won, because of course, as we said, both of us were traveling for work,
Mhm.
so we weren't able to be there. But when our other board members were there, and they put in our, of course, everybody has a chat now,
Mhm.
so we put in the group. They put in the group chat, we won, and it's like we
What?
we won,
We did.
we won.
I love it.
So I'm sitting there like, who do I tell?
I'm not even there to celebrate. Yeah.
But and it was
we were sitting
yeah,
there
we were
excited.
excited. We were excited.
Over
yeah.
700 businesses are part of the Chamber of Commerce. That represents
Wow. I didn't know that.
30 or 40,000 individuals that are in
Wow.
and that group of people and like business owners, right? And
Right.
big and small corporations said,
These are the
Yeah.
ones.
"This is
Yeah.
it. You guys."
It's impressive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I said. That's no
Exciting.
participation trophy right there. That's legit.
Did
That
you
is
ever
legit.
imagine
Right.
that it would be something like this when you started out with you just at the church to empower some young
No.
women?
No.
He did
You
not.
know, we just saw a need, act on it, and we're here. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, we were just doing what God placed in our hearts
Right.
to share.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's what we did, and we just continue to go,
Mhm.
but never. Probably didn't even know what the Newton County Chamber of Commerce
Yes.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But
you
it's
know, it's
exciting.
and
it feels so
It feels
good.
It does.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
It should feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But if somebody's listening and they say, you know, at this stage of y'all's organization, we this is great. This is cool. This is awesome. We want to help.
Mhm.
What kind of like what do you feel like do you need most right now as an organization?
Well, we get a lot of, you know, help and, you know, participation, you know, from the community, you know, family, friends. And I think if we could always, you know, benefit from the extra funding.
Mhm.
And so,
Absolutely.
To make this
Money makes the
affordable.
world go
Don't
round.
it?
Yeah.
Don't it?
Because every time we get a donation, we turn around and we can lower the cost for
That's good.
parents.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't afford, even though our cost is as minimum as we can make it. When we went to New York, we had a lot of funding then. We were able to take all 35 kids.
Wow.
Plus,
From New York City.
was it
35.
10 chaperones?
Oh,
it was 10
wow.
chaperones, yes.
For $250.
Yes.
What?
Yep, we did it.
So, and that
with
was
the whole
hotel,
community.
plane
Said
fare.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
did.
did. Right.
Yeah, we even paid for some meals. It covered a lot of stuff.
Dang, y'all.
So
That is amazing.
the tours now, even though they're closer, it's like $449, but every time we get a big funding, we can bring that cost down.
Yeah.
And that's what we put the money towards.
Mhm.
So funding is always good. If somebody wants to share their expertise or contact us about, hey, I do this.
Mhm.
Do you think the kids want to hear about it? We'll pull them together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, so things like that we can always.
Yeah.
But like Monica said, one of the most things we always need is funding.
Yeah. So your 501c3, that's nonprofit organization for those folks listening. That
Yes.
means you don't turn down donations?
We do not.
Okay, and if someone wanted to donate, how did they just need to get in touch with you? Is it on the
They can go
website?
to buildingstrongfutures.org.
It's the most vocal. Listen, it's the most vocal. They've been all night, all day. Which I ain't mad at you.
She grabbed it.
buildingstrongfutures.org.
Yeah, right,
and
right.
we have a link there. If you have Facebook, you can go to our Facebook page,
Yep.
Building Strong Futures.
Instagram. So there's
Instagram.
different avenues. there.
Yeah, and all of them have a link where you can give us money. And if you don't want to do the link, you can contact us. I'm Norrington at
Yeah. Come find me at church on Sunday.
Hey,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do take donations.
Okay.
And anyway, if you want to send a snail mail, we'll go to the post office box. If you want to Zelle it, we'll take it. PayPal, we'll take it.
That's right.
We have golf tournaments. If
Tell
you
us
want to
about the
come
golf
out.
tournament.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
May
Oh, did I write it down? I didn't.
The date,
May
get it.
25th.
May 25th.
May 25th. Okay.
And that's a Friday.
It's a
Okay.
Friday,
And it's gonna be at
Cherokee Run.
Cherokee Run.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
22nd.
Oh,
Sorry,
May 22nd. May
Sorry about
22nd.
that.
No
Yes.
problem.
Still a Friday though, right?
It's Friday.
Yeah,
It's Cherokee Run, and
Great way to network.
come out and hang out with us, and
Yep.
we're gonna play golf and give away some trophies. That's Kendrick's baby.
I was going to say Kendrick could.
That's okay.
He
can-
suggested it. He
Yes.
gotta do it.
He's the one. Okay.
That's the working board,
He's
right?
the one
Working
making it
board.
happen.
I
Okay.
think it's and Kendrick. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's $400 for a team of 4, right? So you
Yes.
get 4 golfers, $400.
Yes.
Yes. And if you don't have a team, if you just want to golf, $125. We'll put you on a team.
There
Yes.
you go.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
You said we'll find a place to
Yes,
put you. All
and
right.
you can.
And then we have the gala.
We have the gala, and that's September.
That's in September.
Okay.
And that's
19th,
basically
I think. Yeah, it's a Saturday,
Yeah.
and that's a get dressed to impress.
All right. All right.
Everybody put on your finery and come out, have some adult fun.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love it.
It's
Yeah.
adults only.
I love it.
All right.
And that's an opportunity for us to, recognize our local heroes.
Right,
we get
back to our
and,
local
a
heroes,
fundraiser as well.
That's great.
Brand awareness.
That's
Man,
good.
that's great. So where do y'all host that at? Is that in
That's
town?
the
Georgia
Pearl.
Piedmont.
Oh, fantastic.
Georgia Piedmont.
Georgia
Oh,
Piedmont.
we
yes.
love those guys too.
All right. Well, listen. If I'm a parent in Newton County, East Metro Atlanta, I want my teenager involved. How do I connect to y'all? How does that process even get started?
And like Michelle said, we have a website.
Mhm.
So, take advantage of that. It gives you the opportunity to click on a link there at buildingstrongfutures.org.
Mhm.
You can register there. You can see all about the program there. And then you can contact us. There's a page to get to know us as
Right.
well. And so we're all there.
Mhm.
We all have an email address, telephone number.
Yeah.
So you can reach out to us directly from the website.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken,
I think so.
there's a link
And it,
for us.
it goes.
Mhm.
It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm the secretary. So most emails will come through to me. If you register, it's going to come to me.
Okay.
Once our registration is full, it is still open. We do have a few slots left for this year's tour, which is going to Alabama. So if someone registers, then all that information of registering, how to make your deposit, and then it comes to me, and I reach out to you from there.
Okay.
And like Monica said, if you just have questions or you want to reach out, you can click there, and those emails also come, and we'll reach out from there, or I'll direct it to the person who needs to reach
Okay.
out to you.
We'll make sure all that's in the show notes so that folks can
Yes,
find it real
Yeah.
easy.
Yes, indeed.
This episode is brought to you by Main Street Land and Properties. Main Street Land and Properties is your trusted partner for all real estate needs, specializing in commercial and residential property management, brokerage services, real estate development, and construction management. As both a real estate developer and broker, Main Street provides expert guidance in commercial real estate sales while fostering growth within our community. Their comprehensive approach ensures a seamless experience whether you're buying, selling, investing, or managing property. Main Street Land and Properties is more than a real estate company. They are a one-stop destination dedicated to building stronger communities and lasting partnerships. Stop by and see them at 2141 Emory Street Northwest in Covington. That's 2141 Emory Street Northwest in Covington, or visit them on the web, mslap.com. That's mslap.com. Huge thanks to the good people over at Main Street Land and Properties for sponsoring this episode. What you do for kids is so important, and we're just so grateful for what you do. It really is. Like, if there's a better organization out there to win the award this year, tell me what it is. And you had some stiff competition, right? I saw the list of names. There's some great organizations. So congratulations on that. But what does Building Strong Futures, how does it make you feel personally? What personal satisfaction do you get out of this?
Oh, being able to make a difference in the lives of our youth.
And I look at it as my baby is grown up.
That's good.
My baby is grown.
It's 23 years old, right?
It is 23 years old.
Yeah.
And I done taught it well.
You have. You absolutely have.
Now it's time for it to
go next level.
Just do it.
That's a
Next year will be our big 10 year of taking college tours. It'll be our 25th year, and it'll be our 10th college tour.
Wow. Yes. Y'all have a lot to celebrate.
So we're going to start celebrating. We're going back to DC.
I think that's a good way to wrap it up. I want to ask you this. Futuristically, you can't do what you ladies do without not only caring and having a heart and dedicated and all that, but you got to be visionaries to do what you're doing. What do you see out of this organization in the next 10 years? You know, you're talking about 25 years of organization, 10 years, college, another 10 years, another decade goes by. What do you want to see the future of this organization become?
I don't see Miss Michelle there.
You said you don't know if you got another 10 in you, huh?
But I have a dream of building strong future. We want to build something that will go past us.
Yep.
And the next 10 years, someone will come along and say, I'm going to Building Strong Futures tour, and it'll be the next Miss Michelle that's taking them on the tour.
Yeah.
So we want to build people that love it as much as we love it, so that it can go forward.
Yes.
Because if we can't do that, it can't go forward.
Right.
Yes.
So,
and it would be great to see someone that, have gone through the program.
Yes.
And we're able to pass the torch on to them.
Yeah. Because they know.
And so that's what I see. Someone, that has the same energy and the same passion.
Right.
That can, take it on to the next level, because it's going to be totally different in 10 years.
I was going to say, they can curtail it to how things change and shift in the next 10 years.
And so I think someone, that's definitely younger and, be even better, like I said, if it's someone that have gone through the program already.
Yeah. That's so awesome.
You already have folks that have been through the program who are on your board. So it sounds like it's you're getting ready to hand that baton off. I see you. You've answered several questions with that today.
They're building a pipeline, man.
But I do love that vision. I love the vision that it can't end with us. It must continue on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. You don't want it to. You want it to continue to grow, because there's always going to be kids that need it.
That's right. Futures with an S.
Yes. Futures with an S.
Yeah, I love it.
Did we miss anything? Did you guys cover everything? Like, this is your moment. What else? Anything else you want to say?
The only thing I want to say is and this is from the bottom of my heart, I have to shout out our board.
Oh, absolutely.
Have to shout out our board. So we have, it's 10 of us. On the board. Monica and I are the executive directors, but we have Kendrick Dixon, who's here, Kirsty Hughes. Get married names. She's one of our board members. She went through the program from the beginning. We have Nicholas Jones.
Yes.
Tamika Bolden, who also went through the program. Clarissa
Weaver.
Walker Hughes,
and Derek Mullins.
Derek Mullins.
And I think that's it.
We're
Did we
missing
call
one.
everybody?
Did we
That's
say
it.
Clarissa?
I hope we said Clarissa. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I
So
wasn't
major
counting.
shout out.
Okay.
Also on the website, though. So.
Yes. Also on the
They're
website.
also on the
Yes.
website.
So yes, that's a good catch,
But
Michelle.
we do have to, and it's Kirsty Harvey.
Mhm.
We do have to shout them out because without them, we can't do.
Yes.
Right.
And as we said, we are a working board, so we're always over the. Kendrick does the golf tournament.
Mhm.
Nick does the gala. What you suggest you do,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
then the other stuff that we give you to do, you do. So
All other duties
but
assigned.
yes, but they're great. They're great, and if we didn't have them, we couldn't do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to your board.
Yes.
But thank you for being the visionaries behind
Oh,
it, too.
thank you. Thank you.
Like, our community's better because you're in it. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
And thank you guys for taking the time out to acknowledge us.
Listen,
Yes.
y'all was all scared.
God.
I'm telling y'all,
Yeah.
stolen the show. Y'all have done amazing. You have represented yourselves in this organization well,
Yeah.
and we had no doubt that you would.
Yeah.
And so we are so ecstatic. I'm excited. Just knowing that there's somebody in the community, somebody's going to be listening to this episode that did not know
Mhm.
who Building Strong Futures is, and now they do, and now
Mhm.
they may be able to connect and may be able to be a part of carrying this organization further. So
That's right.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, and I hope you get some more partners from this,
Yes.
too, that are
Yes,
willing
thank
to
you.
get in there and do this with you and get this work going.
Oh yeah,
So,
and we do have good partners, and we continue to thank them all the
Yes,
time. And that's part of what when we do the gala, we do come around and thank the ones who
Right.
have give to us year after year
Mhm.
in different ways, different aspects. So
mhm.
we're thankful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're
Absolutely.
thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grateful.
I appreciate
Mutually
your
grateful.
humility in it, too, because you've
Absolutely.
built something wonderful and your board has built something wonderful, but you have a humility about you
That's great.
that radiates. And so I'm grateful for that, too.
Yeah, that's
I
great.
think some people think you got to be a spotlight person to make things today, but you don't.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, you
Yeah.
came in
Y'all
here,
are
like you
proof of
said,
that.
Yeah.
nervous to
Yeah.
death.
Yeah.
And I was like, guys, you're going to talk about something you're passionate about. This
That's
will be
right.
easy.
That's right.
And it was easy. So
That's right.
thank you for what you do.
Thank y'all so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for being here today.
having us.
Absolutely.
All right. buildingstrongfutures.org.
Yes.
Got
it.
All right.
That's
Thanks.
it. Thank you.
Thank you.